snare down. Does have a blink to be able to jump over to the Witch Doctor, so should be fine, but still takes a decent amount of harassment, and that's just going to continue. You can see his CS really suffering here, but so was the Leshrac. They're actually about the same area. In fact, all the cores pretty much matching each other, but now Vampire's going to show up. They already have the Maledict onto LeBron. LeBron trying to put that last bit of damage on Evan. He does manage to get the kill before he dies. Now Ghostic with the Aphotic Shield can actually turn around on that Riki. Not scared because, after all, he's got that troll. That's one of the big scary things. Top lane, they're going to be able to get Chain Stun onto the Pango once again, bringing him down underneath his tower and keeping the Siege Wagon alive. Bait is managing to get tower pressure on both the side lanes right now.
They're using the info very nicely on side of Bait. They make a move on the bottom lane. They instantly start playing aggressively on the top lane. They know Pango is alone. They get a kill. They pressure the tower. And they're going to even put some pressure on the bottom tower as well. Same thing happened when they killed the TA. They got a return kill on Riki.
That's going to be basically a bonus tower. It always feels good. When it's safe lane, you're able to take that off lane tower before you start rotating around. It goes to show how far you point the lane. And nice, an impale. Okay, no follow-up though. Pio a little bit out of mana there. And FNG, a Maledict with nothing to follow it up.
Witch Doctor, level 4, going with the aggressive build 2 points and Maledict 2 points in stun. Gives them a lot of kill potential. This Abaddon, like this is a core position 3 Abaddon. It's having a really good time, 34 CS at the moment, and now you can be left alone. You're level 6.
LeBron trying to get a gank on this mid lane. Probably knows it's nice to get the information as well, right? Because of that combination you were talking about with the Kunk. You get X marks a spot into boat plus 1 teleport or 1 support rotation, and you're very likely to be able to bring down that TA. So LeBron gets that information. TA goes back to farming the jungle. And all is well for Bait, who are currently up 1K net worth. I'm pretty sure they're happy with the pace of this game right now. Eventually, they can try and take that safe lane tower with the Leshrac. He's already made the rotation. They're going to try and bring down the Riki, who is not quite yet level 6. They don't have to TP back, but mass rotations coming out. They don't lose their safe lane tower on top of it.
Getting this kill.
They're going to try for it. Theo is going to take a good amount of damage, but there it is. Ghostic immediately takes off the stun with his ultimate, turns around Aphotic Shields up the Leshrac. Not even close to getting the kill, but maybe it is enough to save their tower.
Now they should put more pressure on the mid lane. They saw Riki TPing out, 2 TPs on the bottom lane. You can already see LeBron making the rotation on the mid. FNG.
He knows there is no ultimate there for the Abaddon, but unfortunately FN couldn't get there fast enough. Here comes the Enchantress, as you were talking about, making that rotation. Once they see those heroes bottom, put in some damage on that tower. Enchanted creep. Very good at pressuring towers now that it hits so hard, thanks to Enchant adding damage to the neutral. Dream finally able to get his level 6.
$40 seconds until the outpost and an extra seed creep. So I assume Bait just wants to pressure the bottom tower. They might even get it before because they have Abaddon, who is level 6. Has ulti up and ready. Same goes for Leshrac with the Edict. There's no way Gambit defends.
Yeah, so they're going to take the safe lane tower with the Siege Wagon spawning in 30 seconds. You probably just push in bottom lane and then rotate into mid, right?
Yeah. I mean, someone needs to be at the bottom lane to get the XP. Both supports are not that leveled. Witch Doctor is level 5. There was not much action happening. He got the 2 early kills, which did not give him a lot of XP. You would want to have 1 level 6 support at 10-minute mark with the tome, so you can start playing aggressively.
I think the real loser here for Gambit, and part of the reason they're getting run over so badly is I don't think that top lane should have gone as poorly as it did, and as a result, our Pango being underleveled, losing his tower and such, means that they don't really have the team fight necessary to be able to stop this snowballing that's happening from Bait. Bait's just going to pick up more and more net worth off of getting the tower advantage, and that kind of space could also lead into an early Roshan if our Templar Assassin ends up going the Deso build first.
They lost the 1 tower on the top lane. They lost the They will lose bottom tower in the next 20 seconds, which will make a rotation to the mid lane, try to pressure the mid tower as well. Then the map opens up, and with that Deso build that you mentioned, they could easily take Roche. Deso plus Edict, pretty deadly for Roche for buildings in general.
Since we did say that our TA is basically it is the hard carry of Bait, do you think that he is going to go for that Deso build? You want him to just go for that kind of greedier style that allows him to pump out damage and just leave the rest of the job?
Yeah, I feel like in this game, Deso into Blink Dagger is fine. You have a Baron to take care of you if you're caught in a bad spot.
So what does Gambit need to do to slow down this roll? Is it just all-inning on a team fight in mid lane?
Well, Kanka used 2 boats. They did not get anything out of that, so he needs to be like more active. I don't know if there was kind of a communication problem with it at the bottom lane because there was no follow-up. The Bait, they feel a bit better, I would say, in this game because they are using all the info that the Gambit is giving them, showing them heroes on the lanes, and then they process that info, transition that into tower or a big kill.
I mean, there's a big difference. I'm just looking at the stage right now and just looking at the supports, right? There's a big difference in the power spikes of these supports too, right? You've got an Enchantress for LeBron, and you've got King R with the Nyx Assassin. Those heroes are plenty useful without their ultimates, right? A lot of their damage is intact without having their ultimates. Meanwhile, on the other side, you've got a Rubik and Witch Doctor, both of whom kind of really need their ultimates to be online when it comes to team fights. You need that Death Ward, you need the Spell Steal. You know, there are some easy grabs here. You've got Impale from the Nyx Assassin, a Photic Shield is amazing. And oftentimes a free steal, because most of the bands aren't going to be spamming Mistcoil a whole lot. So
yeah, I don't think you want to steal anything from these 3 heroes, like Lash, Ench, and TA. It's really not effective on Rubik, so if you are aiming for that shield and Impale, these are the 2 most important spells you want.
So until they have that pack, I mean, right now the Rubik is level 5, the Witch Doctor level 5 as well. So they kind of need to get their ultimates there. Shocklow didn't have his Rolling Thunder until just now.
Where are you going?
As we head back into the game finally, let's see. Rune's about to spawn, so Bait is going to try and invade into the jungle a little bit more. They already took that safe lane tower. LeBron gets low. Maledict will manage to finish him off here. They're not going to be able to take that outpost, but they should be able to get both the bounty runes down here the bottom lane. Dream was already on the other side, though, so things will be even on that front, but it's the towers that's the real loss for Gambit right now, and we'll see whether or not Bait tries to continue that roll around the mid lane. Ghostic.
Shocklow is level 6, Rolling Thunder online, so they should use it and try to get a kill. He also went for kind of a greedy build, which I like in this game. He wants to be able to scale with just 1 Javelin. They come on a mid lane.
FN. He doesn't have the boat up. He does have a Fairy Fire, and he's super tanky with all those stats. FNG will manage to intercept there. That cast bouncing around, slowing things down. They do manage to get the X on a King R, pulling him back into a Torrent, but no damage to follow that up. And yeah, sure enough, with the Siege coming in,
alive.
They're going to do everything they can to keep that damage dealer alive. The tower's just going to be chipped away. You can see Ghostic's willing to take some shots. Finally, an Aphonic Shield is stolen, so it does make team fights significantly harder.
Siege creep dies. They instantly TP to the lanes to the farm up. Also, a lot of pressure put on the bottom lane. Someone needs to address that issue. What do you think about the build in Kanka? I think going ready to have it covered against TA.
I think it feels good against TA for sure. I'm just wondering if they're going to be able to have enough to deal with this Leshrac, who's currently being hunted down by Shocklow. He does have a Swashbuckle to finish her off. Big kill. Important one at that is it was a solo kill too, so he got a hefty bound of net worth for that.
Kanka right now is so tanky. 2000 HP with that 2 Bracer, Power Treads, and Sange build.
They kind of need a pipe builder though. And if judging from Shocklow's build, it doesn't look like, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe he could go back for the pipe, but I would assume that he wants to be more of a damage dealer and build a Maelstrom. Diffuse a Blade is particularly good. As we already talked about, it's good against the Abaddon, but for Pango, it's particularly good against TA. Yeah, just instantly burning through her friend.
And your Rick is also going for the Diffuse Blade. Having 2 of those, that feels good. But I think he should swap back to more like team fight or
Okay.
after that one javelin. You
Okay.
have enough damage, but getting a pipe, even a mech to mitigate some damage from Lash extra armor against PTA.
That smoke wrap round. Thanks to the ward they laid down, they spotted that last track and should be able to catch him here, leading off with the X, pulling him back in 3 heroes on top of last track. Easy kill. Dream, meanwhile, is also going to be able to chase down Ghostic. Not quite enough to be able to force his ultimate. If he did, maybe they'd go for the tower dive, but as it is right now, they're just trying to control this part of the map.
Last track just died twice in a row.
Yeah,
That's gonna slow him down.
that is really going to slow him down because he got all those towers. He got the net worth lead here. Now the River, they're going to lose a team fight as well, as Vampire does have another Phonic Shield to be able to put on himself. Ghostic keeps him slowed down, though, with the Silent. Maybe FNG going for some body blocking, but a shot from the low ground finish him off. LeBron gets the kill, but now being controlled up. X Rolling Thunder bouncing back in. Does manage to hit the Abaddon, actually pops his ultimate. LeBron is going to be target, though, of all the hate from Gambit. They manage to bring him down first. Now turning towards
A lot of
Ghost.
traps.
Plenty of traps around, so if Gambit extend a little bit too far, they will not be happy with the team fight that occurs. Instead, they back off, happy with the trade-off of support for support.
This Witch Doctor is doing God's work in team fights. That cask guaranteed them a kill, and look at him. FNG has earned already, so there's gonna be some extra damage thrown in inside that Maledict, even though it can be dispelled with Abaddon's shield. Seems like Abaddon is playing extremely aggressive, oriented about taking care of himself more than healing others.
Leads off, does manage to get the Vendetta hit into the Impale, setting a nice kill on the Shotslow. Nicely done. I enjoy hearing the applause from the audience, just because I always want to know, like, who's the favorite of the CIS team, you know? The fan favorite.
I know who's not, but I'm not gonna name any names.
Might be the team that's doing pretty well for themselves at this tournament, but
Attend us.
you know, all's forgiven if you just win. No cost, and maybe that team.
Yeah, Gambit right now is doing a good job just putting the pressure on the lane. Stunka pushes the wave pretty fast. Bottom lane is always going to be pushed in for bait, but meanwhile on the top lane, Ricky took the tower, which I don't think when it's solo Ricky pushing. Who does not have the defuse blade yet, but is getting close because of that extra gold from the tower.
Pretty important.
Bounty.
Tier 2 items. Ready to be spawned, so both teams farm some neutrals, see if they can get that special helping neutral. Increase that power spike.
Creep approaching on a mid lane. They want to take this tier 1 tower on a mid lane. Deso is ready on TA and try to get a fight on mid. Transition that into road.
Heal us.
He's going to take a decent amount of damage here from the Swashbuckle. Manage to dodge. Unrolling Thunder bounces right back into it. Now just going to be chain hit over and over and over again. King R actually coming in to try and bail out his support, but this is turning into a very bad idea. Hits the Impale, but Vampire, big burst of damage as he stole the Vendetta from earlier. They just need a little bit more, and the Fateful will do the trick. Double kill for him. It's going to be turning into a healthy Rubik.
Ricky about to finish his Diffusal Blade, and this is where Gambit starts to play more aggressive. You have a carry who will gladly join fights, but he's also fine with just farming on the side lane. And they are keeping the tier 2 tower alive, but most importantly, they kept the tier 1 tower on mid alive.
You could see Gambit is really itemizing entirely for that TA. Maybe in part because he just died a couple times in a row, so his game is so slowed down. But they're going for Greaves build over the pipe for Satchel. So Greaves obviously a lot more focused on being able to protect against physical damage.
Oh, nice flip.
Ooh, the Swashbuckle doesn't actually hit PO there, and he's going to be saved by both the heal of the Enchantress and the Aphotic
Line Torrent.
Torrent into Bone, into a little bit more damage, and they do manage to burst down even through that Aphotic Shield. Now Ghostic tries to get onto Shotslow, but a stolen Aphotic Shield will cleanse that off pretty quickly, and now it's just going to be a run of whoever they can catch. First is going to be LeBron. He's done for a TP out for the Abaddon. Will get him out of dodge, but still, great team fight for Gambit, 12-7, as they begin to turn things around. After the better team fight, it seems now they've got Diffusal Blade. They feel confident taking it to bait anywhere they can.
Looks like Dendy does not want to participate in any fights until he gets the BKB. He's not go for a Blink Dagger. He wants to be able to have something against the Analytics, against the Mana Burn. There's a lot of control against both, of course. And it seems like they're not relying on a Baron to actually deal with all this stuff. I want to see Pipe being built on a Baron to mitigate the magical damage on Gambit's side.
Yeah, that should certainly help, as you basically just, like, your job is pretty simple as the Abaddon in this game. You've got two squishy, very glass cannon style cores. You just need to be able to find ways to stop the damage as best you can.
Dire's top tower.
FNG. Vampire does have that Aphotic Shield still stolen, so...
My apologies to Witch Doctor. The boy's doing good. I do not see this hero in pro matches. I do not see him in my games. Seems like it's been forgotten. If someone's gonna play Witch Doctor, it's gonna be him or Puppy. But FNG took it first, and once again, my apologies. This hero seems very good.
Well, Witch Doctor graciously accepts your apologies, Cost. I'm sure he's happy to be back in the meta.
Feels good.
He's not going to be happy. A casual net into an Impale, a nice chain stun on a Dream. Thought he could TP out, but apparently he's mistaken. BKB. I'm not sure that's really needed, but it's popped anyway. Does manage to get the kill onto Riki. Now they're going to try for more. It's Vampire, Torrent, and Boat intercepting and allowing Excess Vampire to be able to get out of there, at least for the moment. But still slowed down by another TA trap. Shotflow rolling thunder. This is a good opportunity to be able to get some chainsaws, especially with the BKB still down on Dendy. He decided to pop that for a Riki kill, and now he's been stunned. Read every time. Swashbuckle doing so much damage, sure, but Gambit needs to be able to follow it up a little bit more. And without their Riki, they don't feel comfortable taking that engagement. I think Shotflow looked at this and said, this is a dream area to take a fight. I'm going to chain stun people all over the place, but the rest of Gambit didn't want it.
Yeah, there was no follow-up. Riki is the most important damage right now. They use the boat to disengage a team fight, so I mean, boat is their damage as well.
Yeah. No Riki, no boat, no team fight. Gambit. They're going to back up to the jungle for now. 20-minute rune spawn. Making a break for the outpost. FNG. Well, I don't think you want to be here, my friend. You can't stop that outpost from taken. I don't think you can stop your life from being taken at this point, as LeBron's just going to keep peppering him with those infinite shots until he's finally brought low.
I'm pretty sure FNG is fine with that. That broke the smoke, but there's going to be a lot of on the mid tower left standing inside the trees. No deny.
Says Vampire, they see him. And it's just really awkward. It looked like they thought they could defend that tower, and then somebody made the call, no, we're not going to go for it, and that leaves Excess Vampire just out to dry.
Bounty.
They're ready to take the Roche, so they want to have position in the lanes. They want them pushed out so they can actually take the Roche. There's no Slaughter in this game, but there's Deso plus the Edict. That's a ton of the damage, but they want to get one pick off. Getting Riki, maybe get the Kanka to use the boat, and they will gladly just force fight into Roche pit.
It's always great for Dire's side, in order to get that control of Roshan. Great ways to just be able to pressure that bottom lane. Push that tier 2, threatening that tier 3. You kind of know they've got to go over there, but Dendy taking so much damage already, and they're actually going to be able to bring him down. Dream gets the kill, and our Nyx assassin was not able to stop that damage. All physical. Now they used another BKB charge, lost their carry, Dendy, and now more going to be caught as well. LeBron pulled back into his death, and even Shotflow chasing for more. LeBron, he's certainly dead. It's a better question of whether or not they're going to be able to clean up these heroes inside the river. Looks like the Nyx assassin is able to back off. Shotflow, Meteor Hammer on top of him. The turnaround here. Bronze is going to be able to get at least one kill. So can they keep their Electric alive? No. That Riki does way too much damage, and Ghostic's not even going to try. LeBron did eventually go down, so that's going to be 3 cleaned up. I guess in a way, Shotflow being so aggressive like that basically traded his life for a Leshrac, which I don't think you're too upset about.
Leshrac is not having a good time. He is third on net worth, charge, but I don't think that's enough. He had way too many deaths, and the way they itemized is they realized the threat is coming from this PA. He got this farm with full AC on Tonka.
He's back, looking for some revenge. 2 minutes to land the Meteor Hammer. The bow comes in. That's going to be dodged, but still, pops the BKB, but just a tad late. Now Ben has got enough distance. He's going to be able to block away. FNG won't be as lucky. Maybe the supports. Oh, this is a big kill. And can actually get Dream. The net into the Impale, but he's already jumped away. The Aphotic Shield given by Vampire cleansed him of the net, allowed him to jump away before the stun came out. And now Vampire, well, he may just be the sacrifice to get Dream out of there. Dream and Shotro are not going to go down without a fight. Ghostic hiding away from that Rolling Thunder, trying to get around into the river, and he's going to be good. Nicely played by Ghostic.
This stolen Aphotic Shield is doing so much work getting rid of the dust. Clumsy net, the trap slow.
Yeah, they pretty much always have to have sentries for these fights if they want to be able to kill Dream. It's always a hard game playing a bad into Rubik, because, I mean, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, you
just like throw a miscoil after every Aphotic Shield? The animation isn't fast enough.
And the range is pretty garbage right now.
Yeah.
Radiant.
What if you go Helm the Dominator and have creep, so you always have a target to use miscoil on? Bam! There it is. Problem solved.
Well, you still got mana problems. That would be another issue for Abaddon, especially since he's matched up against the Diffuser Blades that we're talking about. A Flying Horn is going to be able to set up on a Demi. Did he change stun? No follow-up. They have no BKB piercing disables on the side, so at least not yet anyway. Eventually they'll have a Basher on that Riki, I'm sure.
Ricky is going for Manta stuff. What about that one?
Yeah, is that really needed when you already have a Aphotic Shield? Like, it's a guarantee you're going to have it on X-Kom. Yeah, well.
I mean, it's a good stat. Of course, you can get rid of slow, you can get rid of hammer, dispel, you can get the flow.
More instances of damage, refraction and stuff. Like, it's not a bad item, right? I wouldn't have minded him going for, like, the Battlefield to Basher a bit. Eventually, net.
That one's always scary. Roche, number 1, still alive.
Yeah, very surprising. I like your point about this Leshrac in his game because, again, being third in net worth, when you won your lane, killed the offlaner a couple times, killed the offlane tower, then had a tower advantage. As you can see, he's just going to take time here to the physical dosage of this Death Ward. Rips them apart. Now LeBron's going to be caught in as well. They even bumped to the Nyx Assassin, which they bumped him a couple times, so maybe they know? No, they don't. Maybe they don't have the action to stop it, but they're going to try and do Roshan for themselves, and this would be a huge loss for Bait if a PA lineup is unable to get a Roshan, unable to get that first Aegis after winning the early lane.
You know something's wrong. Your hammer plus 2-man stun.
That's a nice bit of damage, but
they can't take
nobody
the fight
comes
without
in.
left.
Yeah.
Even the BKB, this Witch Doctor. He always gets the, like, half duration of the ulti. BKB is not gonna stop you. He has a defensive item for himself. The Ghost Step will keep him alive, especially against the TA and Impetus.
Well, tier 3 items rolling in. Oh, Mindbreaker for a Pango.
It's an old Pango, you know, with the disarm and silence swashbuckle.
Extra damage from the swashbuckle as well. A repair kit. Considering the Gambit are the ones who have the Aegis right now, I think you're pretty happy with a repair kit. But Pio, probably not too happy with being gone over and over again. He's going to pop his BKB. See if he can turn this around, but he's taking so much physical damage from this Riki. Somebody's got to save him. Where's Ghosting? He goes to Ghost off, but it's not fast enough. Too much damage from the swashbuckle, plus the Riki hits. And now, Bait have lost their big team fight core once again. And they may just have to say goodbye to this tier 2 mid.
They don't have any long cooldowns. That's a good thing for Bait right now because they can keep fighting, but they need their heroes to be alive. This Leshrac is dying way too much.
It really is. I have to wonder, like, is he not playing enough with his Abaddon?
Who do you blame? Like, if you're Lash, you're definitely blaming Abaddon. Like, where are you at?
Yeah. But as a team,
yeah.
Who is it? If you're looking at this, who do you think's that fall? Because I definitely feel like Theo's not respecting the physical damage that's coming from Gambit. Like he's charging that, like, even before he's taking a good amount of damage, but then he gets his BKB and it looked like he thought he was invulnerable at all times.
Abaddon is not as speedy as Lash. They both have a horse, but seems like Lash horse is more amazing.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
A little bit of a slower horse.
Yeah.
Being undead and all, you know, you're missing certain vital joints. Well, 3,000 net worth lead for Gambit right now. And that
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Halberd into AC, into BKB, I think, for a couple.
Yeah.
Look at that, damn. Bad, and eventually his ultimate's gonna pop here, but nobody
Now
nearby,
what?
so they could just keep chasing forever. FNG even making sure to cut him off with the spider legs, climbing up the hill there.
So right now, Bait in a really bad spot. The Gambit wants to keep playing aggressive, use another smoke, and TA is not a hero that wants to play from behind, especially if you take the Roche from her. And it's so hard to itemize. Like, I see Butterfly queued up for D. Like, even if you get any item, it feels like Gambit right now is just staying one step ahead.
Yeah. That's a tough hit. Jesus. Yule Scepter, that's going to be able to take away that DD, but seeing as they already used their impales, they don't have quite enough chain stuns to maybe turn around on that Riki, nor do they really want to. After all, he's got an Aegis. That's why Dream's playing so aggressively right now, daring Bait. Fight around killing him once. FN, oh, that is a very, very big kill. BKB is going to go off in time. Is the Meteor Hammer chain stun, which is just a little bit off. And Nyx Assassin does have the talent, right?
Yeah, I think he went for a different talent because you also have... Okay.
Well, he was a little bit slow in casting the Meteor Hammer, sure. But,
you should always have time when you go talent to actually drop it.
The impale, and the silence goes on just in time. Johnso actually gets it cleansed out from the Abiotic Shield, because he's always on access. Vampire, and he's going to be able to just roll on through. Now, Cat's going to be able to bounce over to the Nyx Assassin, who's stuck right now, as is the Abandon underneath the smoke screen. Dream just doing far too much damage. Dual Scepter to be able to dodge forward, but won't have anything to dodge the damage. So just floods in Gambit every single time they catch one hero a little bit out of position.
Dire's middle tower
Gambit
is
just
under
rolls on it
attack.
and takes the team fight, wins it, and is now going to go for the high ground.
Then the build being on the side lane, they definitely need to address this problem. AC, some extra minus armor on the buildings. There's no way they defend this. Also, Guardian Greaves will keep healthy.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Deeply concerning, I would. Watching this game as a whole for Bit, and the way that they had an advantage, had some map control, and just continuously failed. Whether it's getting cut out, whether it's, you know, not taking the right team fights, whether it's not doing the right objectives. I mean, it took them a while to be able to take that mid tower. They had certain times where Dandy was totally free farming, but they never got a Roshan. They never tried to even smoke Roshan, something like that.
I feel like there was no synergy post 10-minute mark in what they should have been doing. Getting that tier 1 tower with the PA. They just got outnumbered every single time. Either a kill on Lash, either a kill on PA, so they were just slowing them down, delaying that Roche that they're always afraid of. And the itemization on Gambit so far has been perfect. You have this AC, Heaven's Halberd, Kanka had the Imp Claw, one of the best tier 2 items in the game you can get. Now he's slowly transitioning into a damage dealer. Also Guardian Greaves, extra armor against PA. They realize where the real threat comes from.
Yeah, seriously. Like, Dandy may free farm, and he may have almost equal net worth, but he's going to hard counter. Just look at that last trick, man. He gets blown up almost immediately by Dream. No buyback there. So now I wonder if Fate is just going to give up another lane Baron. The bat, his ultimate is going to be popped here. The boat is going to come in, managing to push that pass. Pass is just keep on chasing these heroes. Triple kill
for Dream. He's looking for a rampage right now, and you know it. He's gonna go for the gold steal first on LeBron. Gets that one. Where's Dendi at? Dream. He wants it. He's calling for his ally. Set it up for me, baby. Set it up. Get the telekinesis.
There's
Get a
the
little
bash.
back. BKB going up. Dendi, are you gonna try and deny this one? Get
Rampa,
Dendi through the refraction. Give him the rampage, baby.
There it is.
And that's it. GG called for bait and Gambit. Close out this best of one. They end up second in their group.
I feel like Bait had this game after the laning stage, but there was just a little bit of miscommunication. Witch Doctor, man, he looked like the best hero in this game.
Yeah, FNG certainly showing up to that one.
Oh, seems like Dendi's also worried.